IVM.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Smile India. I'm your host Shifa Maitra, who gets you true uplifting news from across the country. A couple of days ago, we told you about Misga and Fayaz Sheikh, the couple in Mumbai, who used their savings to feed families in the slum. Anand Mahindra made sure they got their savings back, and the follow-up is that now people from all over the world want to help them. So via a crowdsourcing platform, the couple have received 30 lakhs, which will be used to build toilet blocks for residents. Another person who's doing amazing work miles away from home is Robin Chaurasiya. This young lady from America is an expert in gender studies and runs Kranti, an NGO where they rehabilitate children from red light areas. It all began in Kamathipura, Mumbai, where she encountered young sex workers. She stayed back and tried to get them into school or do what they like. Sheetal wanted to study drumming, so she was sent to Washington. In a couple of years, so many girls are doing well for themselves. Some work with her at Kranti. What Robin loves is their laughter and enthusiasm. She has learned happiness from these broken souls. Qadir Sheikh is a 63-year-old businessman in Surat. He had come up the hard way and struggled his way through life to get to a comfortable position. Life was good till COVID struck. He spent lakhs of rupees on his treatment and while in quarantine realized how grateful he ought to be. He missed his granddaughter Hiba the most. When he got better, he got home, he decided to help others battling with the illness. He cleared his 30,000 square feet office and installed beds with oxygen cylinders, got medical staff, got a kitchen set up for meals, and after the requisite permissions, set up his facility. It's named Hiba, like his granddaughter, and it provides free treatment to the needy, irrespective of caste or religion. What a wonderful way of saying thanks. Vanshika Gautam is 13-year-old and a standard 8 student from Kharkhoda in UP. She heard in school that women should study and work and not get married before 18. It stayed with her. So when her paternal aunt's daughter was being married off at 16, Vanshika objected. It takes a lot of courage to oppose elders in her family, but she went ahead and said it was illegal because the girl was not 18. Vanshika was firm and logical in her arguments, and the family called off the wedding. Her thrilled cousin is back in school. Vanshika's teachers and classmates are proud of her, and recently the UP government also awarded her. Sometimes kids do say the important things. Now it's time to tell you about something delightful that happened many, many years ago. In the 1920s of Bombay, when travel was unheard of, 3 young men, Adi Hakim, Jal Babsola and Rustam Bhamgara, decided to go see the world on their cycles. They were all members of the Bombay Weightlifting Club. They were inspired by a lecture they attended by Frenchmen who had walked from Europe to India. They took 4 years to get back home after having covered around 70,000 kilometers. They traveled across Punjab, Balochistan, the Middle East, Europe, United States, Japan, and Southeast Asia. In 4.5 years, they had scaled the Alps, covered pirate-infested territories, and waded through jungles with hostile, semi-savage tribes, sometimes escaping death by inches. It takes guts, if you ask me. You could read more about their thrilling adventure in their book, With Cyclists Around the World. Here's something for you to do. Here are 5 foods that can help build your immunity, so try and incorporate these into your daily routine. Dietitian Rujuta Devekar swears by them, and they're working for me as well. First is nuts. Almonds, cashew nuts, or peanuts. Ragi or nachni flour, either in rotis or any form you like. The third is pickle, preferably homemade. Next comes rice, which is great for you, especially at night. Lastly, some warm milk with turmeric and nutmeg before you sleep. Now that we aren't eating junk, maybe going a step further would be a great idea. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on IVM Network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on our social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, it's at Shifa Maitra on Instagram and Twitter. Have fun. I'll see you in the next episode.
I hope you enjoyed that show. I'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Paytm Money.
So it's been a really, really fun week this week. We've had a great episode with Anand Neelakantan on Cyrus Says. Anand was one of the writers of Bahubali, and he's done some really, really fun stuff since that. Ashish Vidyarthi also had a really good episode on his show, Begin the Journey. Please do check that out. You do know Yuddha is back, right? Definitely check it out if you haven't. Yuddha is our show about Indian ancient warfare. It's hosted by Anirudh Kanisetti and Aditya Ramanathan. Really, really great show. You should check that out for sure. And I forgot. Rishikesh was on the network as well. He was on Absolutely Right with Aditi Sarana. Do definitely check that out. With that, hope to see you next week.
Hi, my name is Anupam Gupta. I'm B50 on Twitter. I am the host of Paisa Vaisa, the show that talks money. On my show, I speak to experts from every field of money and finance. From stock markets, equities, debt funds, credit cards, life insurance, every possible area of money and finance that you can think of. We even did an episode on cryptocurrency. I've got fantastic guests from mutual funds to personal finance experts everywhere. Robo-advisory, startups, just name it, we've got it. At Paisa Vaisa, we help you make smart decisions about money. You work hard for money. Now make your money work hard for you. New episodes out every Monday, and you can listen to my show on the IVM Podcast app or any other podcasting app that you have.